Hello, guys. Good morning to you. I hope you all are doing great. Yesterday, being Monday, I was very busy. I went to court yesterday regarding my brother's case, and as God may have it, he was discharged and acquitted yesterday. So I didn't have the time to definitely post my bias after marking the high of the week. So as you can clearly see, I'm clearly on gold on my 4 hour time frame. And as you can see, it's been labeled the low of the week, which is the yellow horizontal ray. And then you can see also it's been labeled high of the week. So after marking this high of the week and low of the week yesterday, I definitely see that price has surged, has broke above it. So this is my 4 hour time frame. So what I'm waiting for in order to be on this trade, in order to join this trade or rather join the buy setup is definitely here is my intermediate time frame being 1 hour. So this is what I'm expecting on gold in order for me to be or join this buy setup. So I'm going to wait for gold to at least retest this level before positioning for a long trade. This is what I'm anticipating. This is what I'm anticipating on gold. I'm going to wait for price to eventually pull back to this level. This is what I'm going to be waiting at for. I'm going to be waiting for price to eventually pull back to this level of high of the week, and then the psychological level that's going to be acting as a support to push the market into the upside. So let me fall down to 15 minutes on how I'm going to trade it. So on my 15 minutes, I'm waiting to see this for price to pull back to this level. Then on this level, I'm going to be longing. I'm going to be longing on this level. So this is how I'm going to be trading gold. So I'm going to be targeting either 50 pips or I'm going to be targeting 100 pips. So I'm just trying to show you how I'm going to be trading gold if price eventually plays out the way I anticipate for it to play out. So this is what I'm going to be doing. Let me just quickly fall down. I'm just trying to show you guys how I'm going to be trading gold if it eventually plays out the way I want it to play out. So I'm going to be going in, risking either less than 30 pips to make around 50 or 100 pips. So let me say in this instance, 100 pips. So if eventually it plays out, if price pulls back to this level, if price triggers this level, I'm going to be longing gold. I'm going to be longing gold. So this is what I'm going to be doing on gold. So as you can clearly see, this is my plan to wait patiently. Sorry, to wait patiently for price to pull back to this level. So if price pull backs to this level, I'm gonna be longing gold. I'm gonna be buying gold from this level. I'm gonna be longing gold from this level. Something like this. This is how I'm gonna be trading gold if it eventually plays out. But if it doesn't play out, I'm definitely going to stay away from it. You see. So that's definitely my plan on gold. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Here is my 1 hour time frame. I'm going to be waiting for price to get to this level, then before I position for a long trade. So that's my bias on gold. So on the other hand, on GBPUSD, I'm definitely going to be doing the same thing as well. Eventually, after marking the high and low of the week, I clearly saw that price is definitely positioning for an uptrend. So as you can clearly see, they almost doing the same thing. So while I was also in court, I was watching this movement where I was anticipating. I said to myself, I wanted price to pull back to this level. When price was here, probably I wanted price to pull back to this level from maybe here, triggering this high of the week, then positioning for a long trade. positioning for a long trade on GBPUSD. So I'm going to be on the bias on the long trade on GBPUSD as well, same as gold. I'm going to be longing gold. So eventually that's my plan on GBPUSD and gold. So I'm going to be positioned and eventually price have moved without me because I marked the high of the week and I saw after marking the high of the week I saw this rejection here from the 4 hour time frame. So on 1 hour time frame, as you can clearly see, I wanted price to at least trigger this level before I position for a long trade, before I position for a long. So price has already moved. If I was to go on a buy, it was going to be around this level. I was going to position on a buy on this level. Let me just show you quickly on a nutshell. So if I was to buy GBP USD before price moved, it was going to be around this level. You see, it was going to be around this level, low of the week, where I found low of the week, psychological level acting as a support, and then pushing the market to the upside. Definitely, and a double pattern being formed here, which I saw. But like I said, I wasn't doing anything yesterday. I stayed out because I was busy and I wasn't caught. So what I'm waiting now is to see price eventually pull back to this level. The same movement I'm anticipating on gold as well for price to either trigger this high of the week, and then once price triggers high of this week, I'm definitely going to position. As you can clearly see, price almost triggered the week, but it didn't trigger it. So there is nothing, no settle so far for me on GBPUSD, but the buyer so far it's on a long trade on GBPUSD. So that's definitely what I'm going to be doing. As you can clearly see from the 4 hour time frame, if price pulls back to this level, I'm going to position for a long trade. So that's definitely my buyer so far. And I think I just wanted to update you guys based on the fact that I never posted anything yesterday. So I just wanted to update you guys. But more, I'm going to be paying more attention on definitely gold because I've already marked out the high and the low of the week. And you can clearly see also on on USD JPY, I'm positioning for more of the sell. I'm seeing more of the sell on GBP on USD JPY, more of the sell on USD JPY. As you can clearly see, what happened after marking the low and high of the week, price eventually broke below. So what I'm anticipating also is for price to eventually get to this level, from this level, pull back to this low of the week, or testing this level of psychological level that's going to be acting as resistance. Then I'm going to be shorting. I'm going to be shorting USDJPY. So that's my plan for the week. That's my plan. Remember that it's a week that has fundamentals. So this is my plan. I'm going to be shorting USDJPY based on my weekly high and low of the week. So I just wanted to take this time to update you guys. So if you definitely want me to be posting more of my daily bias and my trade recaps and my setup as well, I want you to join the WhatsApp group. I want you to smash the like button. I want you to subscribe for more.